Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, to create massive awakened impact for millions of souls around the planet, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman. Hello, everybody. We're here again for an amazing podcast. We're doing our finale today. It's filled with amazing beings talking about being spiritual rock stars, talking about money. You want to sharpen up your money frequency and wisdom and knowledge. There are some snippets in here that one little snippet can make a huge difference for us. As I listen back, I really appreciated the things that these people that I interviewed at the City Summit Red Carpet had to share. So you'll really love it. We've got a number of different people, and there's actually a wonderful ideal client magnetization exercise that just takes 2 or 3 minutes to sort of start going through, well, the beginning of it anyway, by Drew, my friend Drew here, Drew Berman, and so check that out. And then so much around money. And then last but certainly by far not least, we have Ryan Long, who tragically died in a car crash. He's the creator of the City Summit, and from what I've heard, there's rumors that the City Summit will continue in another form, but it was my first time there. I was there as a media member, and the energy was just so heart-centered. There was so much love, so much generosity from the millionaires, the billionaires, to the nonprofits looking to get their nonprofits to the next level. And it's a blend of all of that, and people that are in business and wanting to be in business and wanting to thrive and just wanting to change the world through their heart space, really, I want to say, more than anything. Exchanging ideas, exchanging energies. And he was the one that spearheaded this whole thing. And it lives on in his memory. And we dedicated an earlier episode to him, but we didn't even air his interview at that time. Today we're interviewing it. So how fitting to have our finale be with Ryan Long today, who was the visionary and the creator of this entire thing, and has raised countless amounts of money. I must say probably millions of dollars for charities over the years, nonprofits, and done so much to support so many. So he's the last one. He had something where he always would talk about, I'm not an angel and all that stuff. And you want to hear how I responded to that as the very last interview on here. He says, oh, I'm no angel and all. Watch how I respond to this, and just the beauty of listening to this amazing being. Okay, very well then. Well, our first, so these are 5 to 7 minutes at the max, I'd say. I think all these clips are around that time range. And the first person up, Olympia Hostler, she is the wealth goddess. I mean, you definitely want to tune into that. And then we have Heather Schooler, Sidney Clevinger, we've got Michelle and Robbie Matthews, we've got Drew Berman, we've got Ryan Long. Okay, enjoy, and let me know what you think. Please remember to subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, just take it in, relax, and just let it soak in. Be present and be here now with these amazing beings. Okay, listen in now. Okay, so I'm with Olympia Hostler, and I'm just so grateful to have you here. You're the queen of wealth, and you look like it. Of course, you're dressed the part. That's amazing jewelry you have here. And I wanted to ask you to get started. To you, what does it mean to be a spiritual rock star?
A spiritual rock star? That means that you're true to yourself and that you are really connected to other people, and you're working in community so that it's for not only the good for yourself and the people you loved, but also good for humanity.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And so one of the things that I'm getting, because I'm an intuitive and all this stuff, and it's just hitting me with you right now. I'm like, wow, you're just really willing to put it out there. Like, I'm not holding back. I'm the queen of wealth.
Exactly.
And so I think to me, in my own mind, that's another way of being, in my mind, a spiritual rock star. Like the boldness, right?
Yes.
So tell us about the boldness you have and how that has changed everything for you with your work in the world.
Well, when I was a corporate executive at the age of 33, I was running multi-billion-dollar programs. So I've always had big goals, and I've known that the way that I'm going to get there is together with other people. So I've never been one of those people like it's all about me and it's all about the power. Now, I was subjected to that in corporate America, so I know what that's all about. But I am much more collaborative, and I don't want to do things by myself. I want to become who I am and be who I am in community, and I want to be able to leverage that with other people so that we can all help each other.
Yeah, beautiful. So tell us more about your work and the big impact you're having with it.
Thank you. I am helping women to become wealthy. And part of what we do is we eradicate self-sabotaging money blocks. Some of those are energetic blocks. Some of those are blocking yourself from the wealth that's coming in and the abundance that's all around us. Some of it is fear. Like there's so many different flavors of the money blocks. That's one part of what I do. Another part is I'm a business consultant, so I help women to become wealthy through their business, whether it's scaling their business or helping them develop the strategy of what is your fastest path to profitability and impact. Like I only help businesses that are doing good in the world. I choose that, and that's the only people I want to play with in my pool.
Right.
And then the third thing I do is I help women to have additional passive streams of income. Because millionaires typically have 7 streams of income, and most of those are passive. So why not let your money work for you? And what women want to do with their money, by the way, the top 3 things are travel, spend quality time with loved ones, and to give back.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And do you have any tips or advice for those that have a big purpose or a mission in the world that are just feeling maybe a little bit stuck around the money stuff and all that? What input do you have?
Okay, first thing is get rid of the affirmations. They're not going to help you. They're just distractions. You really need to go in and do a roto-rooter job. It's easy to do. We can go in, flip the switch, change it in the mind, change it in the body, and change it in the heart. So it's mindset, body set, heart set. Those are the 3 sources, and you need to clear all 3 of those. If you don't clear all 3 of those, you're still going to be limited, and we don't want you to be limited because we want you to shine. We need you to shine and be who you are so that we can be who we are meant to be.
Right. We all need to be the kings and queens of whatever we are, kings and queens of, right? All right.
Love it.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Any last quick words for the audience?
Check us out on the website, www.womenchoosewealth.com. And I also have a quiz people can take. It's a 2-minute, very short quiz. It's called the Women's Wealth Checkup Quiz.com. And you'll find out what your wealth health is, and it's very insightful and helpful.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. I really appreciate that. So everybody check it out. So grateful to meet you. And Olympia, I love your name and love what you're up to. So looking forward to connecting further with you in the future. Thank you so much.
Me too. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank
I
you.
had a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
love what you're doing.
Thank you.
This is great.
Yeah. Love it. So I'm out in the Chicago suburbs.
Oh, you're in
So I
Chicago.
flew in for this. Yeah.
Awesome. Let me give you my card in case you want to
Yeah.
stay in touch or anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love what you're doing. I work with the money block stuff too, and
Do you?
that's
Okay.
kind of part of what I do a little bit too. But
Great.
we all do we're all
All
totally.
in our heart.
Even people, I'm like, you sound like every single thing you do is exactly what I do. Everyone's so completely different, in my view. So anyway, but yeah, I look forward to connecting further. And if you want to do more, it's a possibility. We could talk about it. Yeah.
I would love that. Do you have a card as well?
Yeah. I think I'm down to my last one here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Somebody else's. Uh-oh.
I have more, but I don't have it right on me. Okay, here you go. Yeah, all right, thank you. You too. And we are here with Heather Schooler. So take us to Schooler, right?
Oh, thank you. I've never heard that one before.
Right. And especially around the money, right? So we're going to talk
Absolutely.
about that. Everybody loves that. So we're going to start off, though, by asking you, what does it mean to you to be a spiritual rock star?
Well, what it means to me, and I really appreciate what you're doing and asking that question, because a lot of people don't realize that so many people's success is from their ability to tap into God and their ability to hear from Him and to be able to take what they hear and to give that to other people. And so for me, a lot of the things that I developed and that I learned, I really believe that, I was able to talk to God and go, what do you want me to do? And He gave me an idea back in 2006, and I just birthed it out and ran with it. So for me, just being able to hear His voice and take that idea that He gave me and moved it forward, that's what it means to me.
Wow. And so tell me more about you as the money librarian and the big impact you're making in the world.
So the Money Librarian is like my passion project. I teach adult financial literacy. I work with a lot of not-for-profits and do speaking, and I also work with a lot of professionals because my whole goal is to be able to create a world where people work because they want to and not because they have to.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you do that.
Well, I do that through one-on-one financial programs, through speaking to a lot of large groups as well, and also for people who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs. I'm a partner in a consulting firm called Red Sapiens, and we help people who want to transition out from jobs and move into entrepreneurship make that transition by taking the leap and helping them eliminate the fear.
Yeah, and what advice would you have for people that are looking to make that kind of transition? Because there's a lot of people that are stuck, whether it's in a job or their current business, and they want to take a leap in that business, or they want to go into something else. So given that you have a spiritual foundation, what are some of the inputs or insights or advice you have for people that are like, well, I'm so scared. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. What do you have to share?
Well, the scripture says God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and a sound mind. So we have to do what we need to do, whether it's seek counsel, whether it's, looking at the word to overcome that spirit of fear. Because that's why a lot of people don't want to take the leap, is because they're afraid. Even though they know they're being called to do something, they're afraid to take that leap. So I think that's number one, is just really being able to overcome that spirit of fear. And I think a lot of times you can do that through accountability, through good counsel. And if two or three people are telling you, hey, this is what we agree, that you're supposed to do this, we believe that it comes from God, and they're there to hold you accountable and help you move to the next level. Sometimes when you feel like you want to quit, then you still have that backing from people who are like-minded like you to support you and carry you through even when you get discouraged.
Right, to remind you, like, you can do it, we love you, we know what's happening, we can see it for you, and all that sort of thing. Because isn't that beautiful? Like, other people outside of ourselves could see the magnificence someone else is, and they can see it happening, right? And you just have to surround yourself with those type of people. So I love that tip. So is there any last quick insight you have for our audience, or anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I'd just like to say, for anybody who was thinking about starting a business, they always say, when's the best time to get insurance? And they say today, like right now. When's the best time to start a business? You can start a business right now, today. And don't be afraid, because most people who start businesses, they look back and they go, I wish I had done it sooner. So if I was to give anybody advice, I would say, do what it takes, start today. And if you need any help, we can help at Red Sapiens, and there's tons of people out there who are just in the business of helping people to, as entrepreneurs, learn how to thrive.
Right. Okay, well, I'm so grateful to have spent time with you. And Heather, you have an eye on the bottom line and making sure that people are taking those next steps and making the leaps and being brave enough to trust the decisions they need to make. And I see that brilliance in you, and I want to acknowledge that. So thank you for coming by, and thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, here you go.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, very nice to meet you as well. Yeah, if you have a business card with you or no, or you run out or
over there, so like in between
Okay.
guys, I'll bring you one.
Oh,
over.
that's nice. Yeah, I enjoyed talking
Thank
with you.
you.
Yeah. All right, I'm here with Sidney Clevinger and the digital marketer ninja, I want to say. Okay, so you're doing amazing things. So one of the first things I ask, because we are Spiritual Rockstar podcast, is what does it mean to you to be a spiritual rock star?
For me, I'm from the Bible Belt, so I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Eastern Kentucky, and I'm a huge Christian. And for me, I've always believed that whatever it is that we do as entrepreneurs is nothing more than a vehicle that is going to help us achieve our highest intention in life. So what I mean by that is like, a lot of people get caught up in what they're doing to define who they are. I'm a believer that God put me on this earth with specific talents, whatever those are, to help then influence people, to help them with those talents they might not have. That's then going to help the world become a better place. It's going to help people love people more, and it's going to bring us closer together. And that's, to me, just the ultimate everything.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And what I heard, it doesn't, regardless of exactly what you said, but I'm hearing like we all have talents to help each other to come together, and it feeds the love and the connection and everything. It's so beautiful.
We all win when we all win. That's kind of like my mantra, right? So we all win when we all win. And when you help someone else win today, it's going to help you win, I promise. And reciprocity is alive and well. And I promise, a lot of people just want to take.
Right.
Everything. It's give first.
Right.
Give, and then care, and then give some more.
Right.
Again, I can't explain it, but it's like the second I surrendered and just said, listen, I don't care, but you can have everything. Everything I know, it's all yours.
Yeah.
Just give it away.
Yeah.
I've had so much more success when I did that than when I would try to like go out there and be strategic or go out there and be like the next this or that. No, here, take it. It's all yours for free.
Yeah, it's that goodwill and energy that everybody's just relaxed and like, oh, what can I hire you now, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like, well, the thing is, the secret is online is tell them what you know. Tell them everything. They don't come to you because they want to learn about what you know. They come to you because they want to learn how to do what you know.
Right.
So, like, that's a big stoppage with a lot of people. Like, they're so scared about letting people, like, oh, my gosh, like, I'm going to give them all my secrets. No, you're not. You're going to tell them what they are, then they're going to use you so that they can use those secrets. So, I mean, it's give. Just surrender and give everything you know. The best things in the world are going to come from you.
Tell us more about the big impact you're making through your digital marketing.
Well, the big impact, really, I've gotten to work with about 660 people, and my biggest sale was actually my wife. I used my digital marketing and closed my wife. That's pretty awesome, right?
That's good.
But I guess the biggest impact for me, again, is taking back. I have this story of a private client about 6 months ago who was lost, and he had wanted to go to church. I go to a pretty big church in Dallas, and he had wanted to go to a church, and he had wanted to get back involved in that stuff, but he didn't know how. And you go to a big church, it can be very intimidating. I'm used to big churches. I've been going to big churches since I was little. But he was very intimidated. You don't go in, people are going to judge him. He's covered in tattoos. He's he had been a drug dealer. He had done, he had done some pretty bad things in his life. So he's like, well, I don't deserve to be here. Well, the thing is he does deserve to be there. He always deserves to be there. And I took him there, and that was to me probably one of my best moments in my entrepreneurial career. I took him to church Sunday morning. We went to our church on Sunday morning. He sat down with me. And all he said was, that was fun, I want to come again. That's all it was. To me, God he was a private client. He had paid me a lot of money to work with me. To me, put me in front of him so I could influence him in that way to help his word. And to me, that's ultimate nirvana. I mean, that's everything, because that's God putting me in front of a person and saying, hey, influence this person for me. And I was able to not only do it, but recognize it and realize that the world just became so much bigger when that happened.
Absolutely, amen, brother. Amen. So what insights or advice would you give to others that are wanting to take their business or their purpose to their next level?
Well, I think you just got to go out there and take action, right? Money is attracted to movement. And so a lot of people, they want to be perfect. They want to, go out this page, I got this flyer I gave you, it has to be perfect, or this event, or this ad, or this video. God, live videos, people freak out, they cripple, No. Authenticity. People are attracted to who you are. Go out there and make a mistake. I've made millions. I made a mistake today on stage in front of how many hundred people? I mean, it is what it is. But people are going to be attracted to that, and they're going to realize, guess what? You're a human, and people buy from humans, not profiles. So remember, go out there and be yourself and shine brightly, because when you shine bright, you're going to help others do the same. That's not my quote. I don't even know who that is, but I know it's from somebody. There you go. But we all win when we all win, y'all. Go out there and win today and help someone else do win. I promise you it's going to help you do the same tomorrow.
Absolutely. I feel like we're a church right now.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. So thank you so much. Any last quick words for the audience?
Come visit me. My wife and I have a free Facebook group. It's www.successsecretsgroup.com. Check that out. It's absolutely free. We interview people in there. It's all about mindset. And it's all about mindset marketing, but it's about helping everybody win. It's about, I can help you win, but I don't know you. Let's connect. It's all about just everybody who is purpose-driven and doing this not for the money, but for the purpose and for the reason why they did it. That's when magic happens. So go visit us. It's www.successsecretsgroup.com, and I can't wait to see you in there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sidney. I'm so grateful for yours. Your spirit is so strong, and I'm grateful for what you're doing in the world. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. I'm with Michael and Robbie Matthews, and here at Spiritual Rockstar, first question I ask is, what does it mean to you to be a spiritual rock star?
It means that there's a higher power out there that guides our every move. Regardless of what you name it, or what you call it, everyone has it. And it's there for you when you need it, when you need that extra boost, that extra strength, that extra determination. It's that spirituality that's inside of you that's going to elevate you to the next level. So you have to listen to it.
Absolutely. And how about you?
Well, for me, it's my internal guiding system that's connected to the universe and the frequency waves that are turned up so high that it taps on my antenna of health, wealth, and success, not only for myself, but as I serve other people as well.
Awesome. Love that. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing in the world and the big impact that you're making with that work.
Okay. Well, our mission, primary mission, is being part of the movement to financially educate people. Because one of the things that we, in our travels, speaking internationally to people, it's money and its problems, financial problems, not having enough money to weather all the storms that they encounter in the world, not just physical, not just the weather storms, but war, violence. How do you sustain yourself through those so that you can come out ahead? So our goal is to educate people on how to take control of their finances. Because in school we were taught business finances, so that everyone thinks it's so complicated, because we weren't taught that personal finance is very simple, it's very straightforward. But you just have to be willing to make some sacrifices in life. And it could be a little painful, but depending on where you are, but it's necessary. It's kind of going through the pain to get to the pleasure on the other side.
Awesome. Anything you'd like to add to that?
Yes, it doesn't matter what country. It could be the South African rand, the European Union euro, the German mark, the Australian or the US dollar. All of the financial problems are the same. They just use a different currency and speak a different language. But the numbers are what tell the truth.
Right. The numbers don't lie, right? As they say. So tell us, for people out there that are spiritually based entrepreneurs that want to kick it up and do their big thing in the world, what wisdom or advice do you have for them?
Okay. Well, for those that are truly spiritual, it states in the Bible that too much whom is given, much is expected in return. But unless you prepare yourself to have more, you can't give more. So, and then the other quote is that a spiritual man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So what kind of inheritance, what kind of legacy are we leaving for our children's children? Those are the things that, if you're a truly spiritual person, that you will make sure that you put the proper finances and things in place. And it's not about how much money you have, it's how much money you keep, so that you can use for the things that benefit yourself, your family, and your community.
You have a multi-billion-dollar business, you're going to be broke.
Exactly. Many billionaires, lottery winners, people go broke because they don't understand financial management, financial principles.
Happens all the time.
Right.
Any last words about any input or advice for the spiritual entrepreneurs who want to rock it up?
Well, I would say use some of your money or in service to others, whether it's your spiritual organization that you go to, or found a nonprofit or a charity, because we always talk about wealth, but we might as well talk about sharing the wealth and helping people who may be less fortunate than us, or just start a foundation so whoever needs help, because we're spiritual financial warriors, we can help. Whether they know we help them or not is not the issue, as long as we know we're giving back to help this world a better place.
Absolutely, amen. And so thank you both. It was really a great, huge pleasure to interview both of you. You got such wealth, spiritually and otherwise. And
download for your listeners as well. It's a free download, Secrets to Breaking Bad Spending Habits. It's on our website, www.tmeginc.com, tmeginc.com. Download your secrets to breaking bad spending habits.
And it's free. It's free.
It's free. Can't beat that financial move. All right. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. Hey, so we're here with Drew Berman. Man, we were hanging out. You're telling me about that adventure you took for a whole year. Well, a whole year of doing biking around the world. Oh my God, we could do a whole segment on that. We're not going to though. But as a fun fact about Drew. Now, Drew, what I'm going to just start with, and we're going to get into what you do. But first, what does it mean to you? Okay, and you said you're a little spiritual. You told me. And so, what does it mean to you to be a spiritual rock star?
Well, thank you for asking me that, and thank you for bringing up the bike ride. That is actually one of my favorite topics, and hopefully we can do a full interview on it. I rode a bicycle around the world for the year 2000, and we went to 35 countries. So that opened my eyes to humanity. Yeah. I used to say from jail to Yale, we all kind of want the same thing, but all around the world, people want the same thing. So the spiritual connection for me is the human connection. We're all one. We all really want the same thing. We want good health. We want to make enough money to maybe not be rich, but to support the lifestyle we want. We all want our family to be healthy and to have fun. And we all want the local sports team to win. So I mean, we're all connected.
Right, absolutely. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about what you're up to make big change in the world to help people to have the lives they want.
Well, so I have 3 books out in the marketplace. One is co-authored with one of my buddies, Paul Fink, and it's called Be a Success Maverick, and it's 30 stories. It's kind of Chicken Soup of the Soul-esque. It's 30 powerful stories from real estate to medicine to network marketing to affiliate marketing to mindset. It's incredible, and we do a 3-day boot camp 5 times a year, helping entrepreneurs really win in life and business. So that's a major project of mine and a big movement. My main book, my own book, is called You Can Have It All. It's the ultimate guide to having fun, making money, and living the good life. And it's on Amazon, and people can get that book at getdrewsbook.com. It's great, it's fun, and it's easy to read. And then my current project is the Collaboration Project, which I think I was telling you about the other night, and we own thelaw-of-collaboration.com. So it's how can we all collaborate to make the world a better place, one conversation, one connection, one collaboration at a time.
Wow, so to me, what I love is the fun. I say fun is number one. It's number one. I have a pile of like it's fake bills, but like bills in my office. And I put fun is number one right on. I can see all the time, right?
And people deserve to and should have more fun.
Yeah.
100 years ago, Napoleon Hill said that the problem is people spend too much time making a living. They don't have enough time to make a life. So we teach people how to create a lifestyle that's their livelihood, and create a livelihood that's their lifestyle, so that they can have impact, they can have fun, and they can make money.
Right. So do you have any wisdom for the people out there that have their own world-changing visions for the world they want to bring forth as entrepreneurs, like any insights or advice?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been teaching on the law of attraction for 20 years, and it all comes really down to 4 questions. And these are, people can hear this tongue-in-cheek if they're driving, but if they stop and write down these 4 questions, and then answer the 4 questions in a different color, and then read the answers every morning when they wake up, and every night before they go to bed for 90 days. Let's give the average person 30 days. Their life will change because they will live into the law of attraction. So question number 1 is, who are your ideal clients? Business partners, customers, fill in the blank. Most people don't even get that far.
Right.
I don't want the ones that are just paying. I want your ideal clients. The ones that are your sweet spot. The ones that you are so excited to get up and serve, right? Who are they? Question number 2, where are they? Right? So if you've identified who are your ideal clients and you identified where are they, well, now you're going to start to map who they are and where they are. Well, then you're going to start to go there. Then you're going to start to show up looking for them. Well, then they're going to be there, so they'll be looking for you because you're there. Right? So question number 3 is, and this is ninja. Now, by the way, these were told to me in a coaching session that I paid tens of thousands of dollars for, so I'm giving it to you for free.
Right.
But every time I teach them, I'm teaching myself, right?
Right, exactly.
So the third one is, what makes them tick?
What's that?
What makes them tick?
What makes them tick? Yeah.
What are they thinking about? Are they reading Forbes magazine? Or are they trying to retire a spouse? Are they trying to pay off a college for a kid? Or are they trying to get out of debt? Or are they reading Golf magazine? Do they fly private? Do they fly first? Do they ride in the front of planes and the back of cars? What keeps them up at night? If you don't know that answer, you're nothing but a salesman. So if you know who are your ideal clients, where are they, and what makes them tick, you're probably going to be in the top 10% of your profession. Now here's the ninja of the law of attraction. Question number 4 is a game changer. When I heard it, I was like, like it got me like a ton of bricks. What do I have to do, change, or improve to attract more of them?
Right.
So now, if you go to sleep and wake up in the morning, go to sleep before bed, who are my ideal clients? Where are they?
Right.
What do I have to do? What makes them tick?
Right.
And what do I have to do, change, or improve to attract more of them? You'll start to become the perfect solution for the people who are your perfect client. So my answers are, who are my ideal clients? They're aspiring entrepreneurs who want more out of life. They want more fun, they want more freedom, they want more flexibility. They want more money. They want more impact. They are coachable. They're willing to learn systems. They're willing to grow. Where are they? They're at places like City Summit. They're your listeners. They read Tony Robbins. They like Oprah. They want more out of life. They want to golf at the nice golf courses. They want to golf. They want to spend time with their families. What makes them tick? They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They know they've got more in them. They know they're going from good to great. They want to maybe get out of debt or maybe use debt better and leverage it. They want to grow. They want to be touched, moved, and inspired. And what do I have to do, change, or improve to attract more of them? I have to show up. I have to be giving. I have to be a good husband. I have to be a good father. I have to dress professionally. I have to write books, and I have to be on podcasts, and I have to serve my community.
Absolutely. So that's great. I have a list of like hundreds of questions we can ask to dial in and all that stuff, right? And you make it simple. We start with 4, and sometimes less is more. So it's so awesome. I really loved everything you had to share, Drew. So I really appreciate you taking the time today.
Thanks for your time and all you do for making our planet better. And I hope we can do another one another time.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Drew. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, this is awesome. So I'm here with Ryan Long at the City Summit, and I'm just amazed at what you've created. I mean, you bring such an energy of heart and luminosity to this event. For what you're producing here is amazing. Ryan, I'm asking everybody here, like, what does it mean to you to be a spiritual rock star?
Spiritual. I meditate often, but I don't consider myself a spiritual rock star. I would say that I went through a transformation after a deep depression, and I started reading books, and those book authors became my mentors, and all of a sudden those mentors are now on my stage. And I believe that we grow so that we can give. I believe that anything that we can do inside of transformational leadership is a beautiful thing. And so I'm very supportive of those people that want to grow in spirit and in wealth and community and so forth. That's why we created what we created.
Well, to me, you're spiritual rock star. You're heeding the call of Source God or whatever you want to call it by doing this work you're doing. So you're definitely making huge impact, that's for sure. So Ryan, tell us more about the big impact you are making in the world. I know you're humble, but tell me more about that.
Well, we have the most influential people in the entire world come to the summit, founders of billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar brands, come out and teach entrepreneurs how to grow. And I believe, like I said, I believe that we grow so that we can give. So why not hold a summit where entrepreneurs can learn from the best that leads to a gala where they can now give back, right? And I think that giving back is so important. I don't know that there's been anything more fulfilling in my life than people coming up to me and saying, hey, because of you, my organization now fed 100,000 people, or my organization now pulled 15 people out of human sex trafficking, or and the list goes on. But over the past 10 years, I've raised tens of millions of dollars for charity, and I'll continue to do so until I can't anymore.
Oh man, that is so awesome. And what for people who feel like they're maybe at a place where they're wobbling and trying to take their purpose or their thing they wanted to bring out into the world, whatever their vision is, like people who really want to change the world, what input or advice would you have to give to them? Because I feel you have so much to give there.
I feel like you have to listen to the pain. The pain is our greatest teacher. So if there's something that happened in your life, and we all have it, that was really, really painful, why don't you listen to it, pay attention to it, and then do something about it? I don't think that there's anything more spiritual that you can do than say, hey, this is what hurt me the most, or this is what hurt my family the most, or society the most. What can I do about that? And then take action.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about that earlier. You talked about hey, this is my guilt. I'd like to say it was all the truest thing, but it's the guilt that drove me, and I think that's so important because a lot of times we just stay stuck with whatever we got in our life because
simply put, I don't want anybody thinking that I'm like Mother Teresa. I'm not. I wasn't born with the gift of I just love every human soul in the world. I was not born like that. I was abused as a child. I felt like my grandfather was my hero. He took his life at a time that was pivotal for me. He committed suicide. It affected me in a way. My granddad was like my dad, and so I feel like we all have our own path. But I'm no Mother Teresa. I'm as rebelistic as they get. I'm a rebel. I believe that the governments and the places and the people, I think it's up to us. Us as entrepreneurs, us as individuals to go out and make the difference ourselves. We make that choice and then we create the movement.
Right. Any last words for the audience to just encourage them to move forward with what's calling for them?
Just remember that we rise by lifting others. You lift someone else, you rise. We rise by lifting others.
You're sounding more like Mother Teresa by the moment. All right, so thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you so much.
You're listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.